I read so many baby books. When the doubt kicked in after he was born, it was just like, oh my God, I haven't read about this at all. I think that's because I was so prepared for my birth. I was like, guru, you know, I know it all. Well, I didn't know it all, but I know everything I need to know to be prepared for what I'm about to face. And it was as if that took up so much preparation space in my mind that I couldn't prepare for the next part. I didn't have enough experience with children up my sleeves. That would be what I'd say. If you can not read any books but have tons of time with babies, God, when I was pregnant, why didn't I just go find some babies and spend time with them? The books, yeah, I mean, they are helpful. Okay, No Cry Sleep Solution is a good book if you don't want to let your baby cry to sleep. There's a lot of really good tips in there. And in fact, actually, I recommend reading the first part of that book, which is just helps you start thinking about sleep and knowing more about how babies sleep. I think that's really important to know. I didn't know it to start with. How babies sleep is so important to figuring out when you start trying to put them down and what their routines and all that type of stuff should be. So No Cry Sleep Solution gives you all that information and lots of just really gentle, lovely, intuitive things to do in the first 3 months with your baby to help encourage the sleep to happen without having to go down the scary road of crying. We started to co-sleep, so we read a lot of Bill and Martha Sears books. Dr. Sears, American paediatrician who strongly advocates co-sleeping. Also has lots of really, really nice, again, intuitive, but gives you permission to be intuitive about how you look after your baby stuff. Slings, carrying, general loving, and looking after your baby books. I read Gina Ford, yeah, because Monty wasn't sleeping, so I was like, and I couldn't get a routine to happen, so I was like, okay, read Gina Ford, come on, just open the Pandora's box, you know. And it was interesting, you know, it was interesting. The week where I tried to put her schedule into place was probably the most down week of the whole year. I felt the most depressed and I cried a lot, and I stopped doing it after that, and then I felt so much better when I closed the door on Gina. But I dipped into her book just to see where she thought things could be at. It's kind of like, you know, it's probably too much really what I read to keep everything going, but I kind of consulted everything, yeah. I didn't read the Baby Whisperer or other books which allow you to stay in the room while your baby cries to sleep, and that would have been helpful for me.